The Hurt Business.
Oh. Oh.
So run down the timeline of events, because you seem to do that better, that happened through Raw, and what led to the reformation of the Hurt Business, and then I'll tell you why you're wrong.
I'm so upset.
Mm-hmm.
So they do a promo to kick off the show, and Bobby Lashley's like, hey, you motherfuckers are losing matches and making me look, and making me look weak by getting involved when you don't need to be getting involved, because I'm the champion. Check out my muscles. I look like an action figure. I'm the fucking man. Act like I'm the fucking man. And they were like, hey, chill the fuck out, bro.
Bro.
And he's like,
bro.
Yeah. They were talking with Matt Riddle before the promo.
Yeah.
And then MVP just says, look here, assholes, you're out. And they just stopped the Hurt Business, which is a stupid move. But if that was the only segment that involved factions and Bobby Lashley, I'm okay. But let's fast forward to the main event. So throughout this entire story, and even last week, Bobby Lashley's put a bounty on Drew McIntyre's head. If you take out Drew McIntyre, I'll give you the shot. So Drew McIntyre does the whole thing backstage where he's like, Braun, and Braun apparently can't do two things at once. He's like, I got Shane McMahon. I'd rather have a match with Shane McMahon than the championship, because the championship's the most important thing, but not in this regard. And then he goes to Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle's like, bro, and then he laughs and walks off again. He doesn't, but you know what I mean. And then he throws two other fucking people around, and then Ricochet's like, we known each other, and if you want to fight, look, you know where you can come. So they wrestle. Drew McIntyre beats him. Then Mustafa Ali comes out and is like, hey, this bounty's real. I think Drew McIntyre is in a disadvantaged position here.
I'll take some retribution. Oh, never mind. Oops.
And not for that. But I'll take advantage of this situation. I'll beat him. And then Drew McIntyre is like, look at you. You're silly. Get out of here.
You suck.
And so you think, okay, Drew McIntyre, conquers the bounty, and now it's going to be Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre going into WrestleMania, and out of the fucking nowhere comes the most uninteresting person since Jake Hager, Baron Corbin, and he beats up Drew McIntyre, and then Bobby Lashley puts him in a full Nelson, bends him over and shows him the 50 states, and fucking Baron Corbin's talking shit. If it's a bounty, he's trying to take him out. But if it's a faction, he's talking shit while Bobby Lashley's doing the work. The fuck?
All right. So
and he's on SmackDown.
So here's what the fuck. They are going to go into Mania. Baron Corbin, thinking, all right. And I think what they're going to tell him is it's going to be MVP, Bobby Lashley, and they're going to tell him, like, all right, you didn't necessarily collect on the bounty, but here's what's going to happen. You're going to help us win this match at Mania, and then you'll get the first shot, right? Corbin's like, yup, got it, right? And Hurt Business keeps coming in. Bobby Lashley and Baron Corbin are fighting them off, right? They sick Baron Corbin on the other two, Alexander and whatever, and he gets his ass kicked, of course, right? But we get to Mania. Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre, battle, wrestle, right? We do all that. Baron Corbin's out there getting involved, right? Giving him the how's your father when the ref's not looking, right? And out comes Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. And they're like, fuck this. Nah, fuck it ain't going to go down like this. And they go and they actually beat the fuck up out of Drew McIntyre. And then, like, you know what I mean? So the thing is, they weren't allowed at ringside because they were the Hurt Business. Now they're not the fucking Hurt Business, right? They came out to ringside because they were whatever. Swerve, bam, they're out. And then Baron Corbin's like, yeah, and they're like, beat it, fuck, you didn't do shit. Beat his ass too. Nobody fucking likes you. And they're out.
If Bobby Lashley gets the victory and they do that, I'm okay with it. If they do that and Drew McIntyre overcomes the odds, that's a kick right in the pills. Do not like that. So I like that idea, but I still think the theory of we need to have Drew McIntyre get a win in front of fans so that he can hear some cheers, because last year he did it in front of no one. I think that's the theory going into WrestleMania. And if we think that Roman Reigns is going to win on the SmackDown side, you need a babyface to win on the other side.
Maybe not. Nope. I just booked it, so you can just.
I like it. I like what you booked.
Yeah, but Bobby Lashley has to win that. You can't do that with him doing it, and
Because then the ref goes, because in WWE storytelling, they'll take that. They'll take your idea and they say, hey, thanks. Let me make one tweak to it. And what they do is then the ref becomes the smartest man in the fucking world and says, you're out of here.
Yeah, right.
And then we just fucking ruined that and blew our wad before we put on the fucking condom. And who gives a shit about that?
I hate it when that happens.
God, it's the worst. So that's what's going to happen if that does happen.
All right. I still like the idea of like Baron Corbin. They're like, no, we just use you. You're a punk. Nobody likes you. And he's like, you know. And they're like, yeah, no,
I'm a king.
Yeah, and they're like, no, you're not. You're
I'm a king.
Yeah, Bobby Lashley wears this fucking crown as they beat his ass.
That would be funny.
Everybody would love it.
That
would make them face. Can't do that.